Hi friends, welcome to Best for Government Jobs channel. Today we are going to discuss questions and answers of daily current affairs quiz for 13th and 14th May 2020. So let's move to the questions. The Hindu Marriage Act was enacted in which year? Options 1950, 1955, 1965, 1959. Please pause the video and post your answers in the comments. Correct answer is 1955. Why this question was framed? Because recently the Bombay High Court, while granting a divorce, held that mental cruelty can be a ground for divorce under the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. So here the court held that a wife writing to her husband's employer with unfounded allegations about him constituted actionable cruelty under this act. So here the cruelty is physical as well as mental. So please remember and go through about the Hindu Marriage Act's background. It is basically applies to Hindus, Buddhists, Jains and Sikhs. So please remember that. Moving to the next question. How much worth of an economic package has recently been announced by the Prime Minister of India? Options 10 lakh crore, 15 lakh crore, 20 lakh crore, 25 lakh crore. Correct answer 20 lakh crore. As we already know this question, recently the Prime Minister of India announced an economic package of worth 20 lakh crore and Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, that is Self-Reliant India Mission. It is basically stressed upon the need to achieve economic self-reliance in the present situation of COVID-19 crisis as an opportunity. So in this perspective we have to remember this, and also what is this objective of this package. Please go through about this. And also Prime Minister observed that the 20 lakh crore package will also focus on land, labor, liquidity and loss. It actually will cater to various sections including cottage industry, MSMEs, laborers, middle class, industries, among others. So please remember all this background. Moving to the next question. ENAM was launched in which year? Options April 2015, May 2015, April 2016, May 2016. Correct answer is April 2016. Why this question was framed? Because recently, according to Agriculture Ministry data, COVID-19 has given a boost to ENAM, that is the National Digital Platform for Agricultural Trade. With the number of connected mandis, these are increased 65% since the lockdown. So here we have to know the background of ENAM, that is National Agricultural Market. It is a pan-India electronic trading portal. So please remember and go through the background of how many mandis are connected to ENAM. So moving to the next question. Aarogya Setu app has been launched by which among the following? Options Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Niti Aayog. Correct answer Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Already we are seeing number of times about Aarogya Setu app in the news related items. So why this question was framed? Because recently the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology issued a data sharing and knowledge sharing protocol for the Aarogya Setu app, laying down guidelines for sharing such data with government agencies and third parties. So here the concern is about the personal data protection law. So please focus on that. We have to remember about Aarogya Setu app and go through the background of personal data protection bill that is in the process of being approved by the parliament. Moving to the next question. How many targets were set by the World Health Assembly in 2012? Options 5, 6, 8, 10. Correct answer is 6. Why this question was framed? Because recently the Global Nutrition Report 2020 has been released. What is this? It is an independently produced annual stocktake of the state of the world's nutrition. So, according to this report, India is among 88 countries that are likely to miss global nutrition targets that were set by the World Health Assembly in 2012. So, we have to remember about these targets. Please go through the background of this World Health Assembly's 6 targets. Moving to the next question. Disaster management is mentioned in which among the following lists under the Schedule 7 of the Constitution of India? Options: Union list, State list, Concurrent list, none of the above. Correct answer is none of the above. This is very most important question for the upcoming competitive examinations. Please remember this. As we know, at present the nation fights with the COVID-19 pandemic. In this perspective, center-state relations and spirit of federalism are once again in question. Why? What happened? Because the central government so far has allegedly followed a mostly top-down approach in tackling this COVID-19 pandemic. So, during lockdown, the center has issued guidelines from time to time under the Disaster Management Act of 2005. So, this is the main problem. What is this problem? These guidelines containing varying restrictions on public activity and commerce which the states are expected to enforce, with the states only being allowed to increase and not dilute the restrictions. So here we have to know the background of Schedule 7 of the Constitution of India. What is this? In this there are 3 types of lists. They are Union list, State list and Concurrent list. Go through the background of Schedule 7 of the Constitution of India. Here the question is about the disaster management. Disaster management as a field of legislation actually does not find mention in either List 1 or List 2 nor List 3 of the Schedule 7 of Constitution of India. Thus, the Disaster Management Act could only have been enacted by Parliament in exercise of its residuary powers of legislation under Article 248. Please remember this article, that is Article 248, and also go through the background of Disaster Management Act 2005. Moving to the next question. The Rajya Sabha was held its first session on which date in 1952? Options: April 22nd, March 31st, May 13th, January 5th. Correct answer is May 13th. Why this question was framed? Because recently, that is May 13th, the proposal for the Rajya Sabha had no easy sailing in the Constitution Assembly, with proponents and opponents divided over its need and relevance in the Indian polity. So after 68 years, it is instructive to revisit the debates on the need for a Council of States and its performance since then. So here we have to go through about the background of Rajya Sabha and its related government acts. Those are Government of India Act 1919 and also Government of India Act 1935. So please go through the background. Moving to the next question. World Migratory Bird Day is observed on which date? Options: March 21st, April 11th, May 9th, June 5th. Correct answer is May 9th. As I already told you that date type of questions are very frequently asked in the competitive examinations. Then how to remember all these dates? We can't mug up simply all these information. How can we remember? That is the smart work of remembering. For example, consider this date, that is May 9th. If you have any friends or relatives or sister, brothers, families, so please remember their birth dates related to these days. Anyway, only some important days are frequently asked in the competitive examinations. Those are environment related or climate change related, World Earth Day, World Environment Day, etc. are frequently asked. So please remember like that. So here World Migratory Bird Day annually observed on May 9th. The theme of World Migratory Day for 2020 is Birds Connect Our World. So please focus on this. And also we have to remember about, is there any convention related to these migratory birds conservation? Yes, there is a convention on conservation of migratory species of wild animals. What is that? Convention of migratory species or the Bonn Convention. So please remember this. All these questions are very important. Please revise them. All the best. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.